Welcome back, you 9 Chronicle rascals. Okay, guys, I want to talk about the arena again. As you can see, I still got it here. It's fresh, just arrived, and maybe we can have a look at the run as well. I'm at 202 now, getting into the end game, and oh, it's looking pretty gloom now. uh, I kept an energy to basically show you how my character fights, since in the arena you don't really get to see it, and basically where my progress is at right now. Um, we'll have a look at the arena again, so to check out the strategy that you can use to maximize your wins and basically your ranking compared to your power level. Because also, actually, um, one of the most important things, I think, in regard to positioning in the arena, is actually frequency. You should always. Oh, let's see. Okay. I don't really care about this part though, because it's pretty standard right now. So I have 2 spell rings, which are not triggering, apparently. Oh, there it is. And a spell sword. I think this is the worst run I've ever seen. Basically, usually it actually clears these guys here, but I arrive here with like 2/3 of my health. This run was very unlucky, very unlucky. But I usually win the second wave, and then just by I have a little bit of health remaining, and the third wave basically destroys me. So I guess I need to level up for now. I'm still, I think I'm at 202, and that is 202. So I'm leveled with the stage. Usually, when they are this hard, you want to be a few levels above before you can pass it. Uh, if you're not very far away, I mean. Let's see what happens. I'm curious. But as I was saying, in the arena, maybe the most important thing, together with choosing well your fights, is actually to do all the fights. So every 6 hours or so, we get the tickets, and we, during a competition, for example, the next arena event, um, you need to spend as many as those as possible, basically. So losing 2 out of the 4 arena tickets every day, for example, it's really bad. It's gonna compromise your run, basically. So to perform really well in the upcoming arena, you need to just do as many as you can, and then choose with the criteria we looked at in the previous video. I will explain them again, but maybe focus a little bit more on the details. So if you do both of the things I mentioned, then you should be performing as well as you can with the current equipment you'll be wearing, basically. So let's see what happens. It's loading forever. Uh, okay, I fast forward it. I'm using the new RPC version, so I still have to fix some issues sometimes, but it's working way better than the normal client for me. So let's have a look here. I'm right here, and the first thing I'll do is to look for the weakest, the easiest fight among the 20 ranks above me, because if I beat any of the guys above me, I get 20 points. If I look here, so anybody under 2771 are possible opponents here. So basically, as you can see, I have a few I can basically choose from. Let's have a look. The next thing, I look at the power level. Must be ideally lower than mine. This is kind of lower, but the second thing I look for is, does he have a spell weapon? And he does, so this is not ideal. I want to fight opponents without spell weapon, because I do have a spell weapon here, and as you can see, I can do a 12,000 HP shot, which basically one-shots anybody around my HP level, my power level as well. So basically, I want to fight opponents which are normal because I have the spell. So he's not an ideal opponent. Also, I look at the different stats when I found something more promising, basically. Here we go. So he's got the magic weapon as well. And as you can see, it's really similar to mine. Actually, it procs more, so scary opponent. I will not pick that fight. And we got Ares here. Basically, everybody now has a spell weapon. I also look at the different stats I was saying, mainly the attack and the speed. I want to choose a fight with an opponent that doesn't have much more attack than my death. So my defense is 560, so it means that basically anybody with an attack above 800 is really scary, because he's doing a lot of damage. So Ares doesn't have that much damage, but he has a spell sword, so it's tough. Ideally you want something better in all senses. My speed is 31, so I look for opponents around my speed as well. You don't want to be overwhelmed in the speed sense. Let's have a look at him. Oh, here you see he doesn't have a spell sword, which is great. Attack is 1000, which is not great. And this one is crazy. It's kind of crazy to get hit by that one, so I don't really like it a lot. Yes, the specials as well. Of course, if we don't find anybody which meets the prerequisites, we can have a different approach, and instead of risking to lose a fight, we carry on above the ranking window. You want to do that window first, because it means why was I focusing on 21 20 more than where you are? Because basically when you will get the win, you'll be 2771. So anybody below you, now you can challenge and get the maximum ranking points, because people above you it's 20 points, and in people below you basically is 15 points. So you always want to be as many chances as possible to fight a lower opponent, until basically it's 15 instead of 20. So if I were to battle him now, would get 20 points. If I win this fight and go above him, and then uh, I can't find an opponent in the 20 ranking points above me, uh, then he would have been the only match, and I'm um, forced basically to gain 15 points against him instead of the 20 I could have gained if I would have uh, looked for other ones below first. So I'm basically farming the max ranking out of any opponent in this list. Uh, but as I was saying, if you don't find it, it's not worth to get a loss just to maximize that system basically. So I keep looking above and to try and find a better match. These are kind of scary. Less than the sword because the trigger chance is like 10%, so it's not very probable, but he has two. So again, it's not ideal. But looking at the other stats, his attack, his speed, basically is for sure the easiest match I've seen so far. Um, let's look at him. Nope. He's got one as well. Scary. Oh, look here. Let's have a look at them. He's very much below me, so this is not too scary. So he is the easiest now. I'll probably choose him. I just want to have a look. I'm still in the next window. Oh, here we go. He doesn't have a special sword. His attack is not great. He has less than 10,000 AKP. Is the easiest and is for sure a win. So, and this is in the second window because when I'll win one, I'll go to 71, and when I'll win the second, I'll go to 91. So basically, I'll go here into fights, but he's here. So after this win, I will be able to challenge him again and get 20 points for each win. So basically I will have fought him the greatest amount of times for 20 points as I can. This is a complete maximization of that single opponent, which is a guaranteed win. So you want guaranteed wins, and also the best farming you can of the 20 ranking points fights basically against him. If you do that with the list and you make the right choices and you have the correct evaluation, you will be able to win basically every match you make. And basically when you don't have any win left, you just try the best option and hope for it, even if it's not guaranteed, because it's better to roll the dice and maybe get one more win, so 20 or 15 more ranking points, than to basically skip it, so it's an automatic lose if you don't try, right? Automatic loss, I mean. So yes, at first all the certain wins you can, you're going to take them and try to take them in an order which guarantees the maximum rating points from each win. After that, if you still have tickets, then you find the best possibility even if you don't have the certainty, and you roll the dice. Doing this will help you rank the best you can in the arena and get the maximum amount of gold in the next Arena Season 1 event, which is coming, I think, in a few weeks now. So it's really important to keep in mind this reasoning and this strategy. And it's kind of simple, actually. And if you do, then it's you've basically maximized the amount of gold you're going to earn from the event. Okay, I skipped the loading basically, and let's have a look and find the next opponent. So scroll all the way down, and here we go. I think basically we already saw all of those. So orange, for example, it looks fine, but he has the 2 rings, if you remember him, and we already know our opponent is Ryuko here. So we challenge him again, one last time, for 20 points. Here we go. Fight. Finish him. Ha. Okay, nice. Okay, so now we look for the next one, and oh, it is not good at all. So basically we have to look again, because now we don't know what's above us. So I'm here, and let's see. Well, maybe. What? The attack is so low, but oh, I thought it was worse. Okay. Plus he has 2 rings. Not good. Let's see him. Okay, this is not good. And this is not good either. Let's see. Oh, our friend Runa here has got a ring, which is not very good, but doesn't have the other ring. He doesn't have the weapon. His attack is not that scary. His speed is comparable, so he's a target. He's in the range as well, because I got up to 11 here, to 8, 11. So I think he's gonna probably be the target. Yes, he's got his words. Okay, so basically I'll keep him for later. I think Runa is a win. Okay, basically what happened is I had to restart it, and the fight went through. I got my win. As you can see, always 3 losses. And now we have to choose another opponent, hopefully above us. Oh, maybe. Let's have a look. Actually, it's not loading for some reason. At first I want to have a look up till here, so basically we'll go up to here. There's not much promising actually. Doesn't look too bright. Okay, now it works. So let's have a look at them. He's got a terrible sword and he's so fast. No way. Oh, it's basically a one shot from me almost. Next. It doesn't matter how many times I click. The RPC mode is a bit laggy sometimes in this sense. Bad as well, plus super fast. Not a good combination. Most of the people at my CP are stronger than me in base stats, because I've got spell gear. So it's not easy to look at people with the same power. This is super bad. And now this is terrible. He's so much stronger than me, but let's check it just for fun. Actually, he's got a huge... okay, yes, this is not very good. Plus he's super fast. Maybe him. It's probable that people above me in power level have also magic weapons. So it's kind of rare to find matches, good matches above me, but I mean, looking doesn't cost anything, right? So why not? For example, him, look at this attack. Of course I've got a lot of health, so that's not the worst thing possible, but it's not good as well. Basically he's going to hit me for way more than 1000 at each for each shot. So I have 20,000 HP, but it's not so good still. This is bad. Basically anybody stronger than me with a spell sword is an automatic skip. So far he's actually the best shot I have. Or he's better. Doesn't have a spell sword, no rings. His speed is below mine, and his attack is not as brutal as the other one. So he would be the target right now. Let's find something better. Oh, I'm already above here, but at this point, now this is super bad because it was 1800 attack, which is definitely too much. And looking in the window above, I mean, not much promising here either. Nope. Nope. Let's look at him. Oh, he's got 2 spells. Oh, this doesn't count. But this does. Yep, not very good. Yeah, same here. But I mean, at least him is so much lower than me that his attack is basically inconsequential, and this is the biggest threat he's got. So this is kind of a sure win for me. And here we are above the second window, so let's challenge him. Here we go. And that's it. And he's a good second target as well, so I'm going to target him right away. Let's go. This is the final fight. And here we go. Boom. Nice. So basically this was it. I just applied the system and now I've done my fights. And as we can see, right now I am 43. I mean, I'm not taking this regular arena week like a competition, of course. So of course I didn't do all the arena possible, but I'm trying to get used to the system, apply it, and see how far I can go, basically in a normal week as a general test, in preparation for the arena. So let's see what happens. For now it's going really well. I've mainly got wins, and the only other factor to consider when doing arena is basically not doing all of 5 the fights. For example, I have 5 tickets. If I'm stuck and I don't have good opponents around me, then I can actually just wait a bit more before the next one goes live. So I have 5 hours and a half now, and in any of those 5 hours I can just come back here, see where I'm at the ranking. Basically, while I wait and do something else, people are going to go above me, surpass me basically, because we're gonna play and do their 5 tickets, and this is going to push me down in the ladder, and then I can come back again and see if now I got a 20 rating match above me. So that would be the actual best way to combine everything together. So you are trying to do all the tickets possible in the week of the year in a season event. uh, make um, make sure they are all wins basically, and the third thing is make sure they are all 20 or more rating wins. And when I say 20 or more, is because if I win against somebody, well, not now, but suppose I'm ranked 140, then I will have like 25 30 points in rating for a win against those 3, which are always visible. Otherwise, the people who are visible to you are always, generally, almost always, a 20-point match. Um, but if they were not, you could actually do that to get even more than 20 points on a win. So you want the most points on a win, you want all wins, and you want to use all tickets. That's the recipe for success. And with these guys, bye bye.